In this video, I'll be talking about how to go Zen mode, how to go full Zen. This is an idea from Zen Buddhism called beginner's mind, also called no mind. This is one of the essential teachings of Zen Buddhism, and it's necessary for you to evolve on this spiritual path. So in this video, I want to talk about this, introduce this to you, help you see the benefits of doing this, and also help you understand how you can start implementing no mind into your own life. So first of all, what do we mean when we say no mind? Well, it literally is no mind. So you want to drop all preconceived ideas, programs, beliefs that you hold. So we do this every time we go into a new experience. We act like we don't know anything, and that allows whatever we are experiencing to be a fresh experience. Usually we have a lot of information, knowledge, unconscious programs that we rely on wherever we go. We think that we need all this information and knowledge to be secure, in order to get what we want, in order to feel safe. And don't get me wrong, information and knowledge has its place. However, living moment to moment, we don't need knowledge and information. We need to liberate ourselves. We need to find the moment. Cultivating this no mind of approaching every experience, every situation like you don't know anything, will tap you into that. And that is your greatest strength. That is your greatest security. You might have resistance to this. You might think, how can I forget everything I know? That's why this has to become a discipline or a practice. With practice, you start to cultivate this. You can start small. When you're with friends, just act like you don't know anything and see how it changes the way you interact with them. When you're doing work, act like you don't know what you're doing and see how things just flow naturally. It doesn't mean you'll forget what to do. You just stop getting in your own way. Allow the ego to get out of your way. So practice this. No mind. Everywhere you're going, act like you don't know anything. You treat every moment like it's fresh, every moment like it's brand new. This is one of the essential spiritual teachings which will bring a lot of growth for you. And the reason it does that, one of the things I found for myself is it starts to shine a light on a lot of unconscious patterns and programs and beliefs that you usually rely on to get you through. And you'll start to catch them. You'll start to see things that have been passing your awareness that you've never been aware of before. But you won't see them until you start to hold this no mind. Everywhere you go, just living fully. When you see these unconscious programs that are just always there but you don't recognize, you'll start to drop them and let them go. Literally, you'll start to question yourself, this is stupid, why do I think like this? Why do I do this? And you'll just drop them. Awareness is the key, and this no mind or beginner's mind will help you to just experience and move into every moment fresh and let go of everything that gets in the way. And that is ultimately the purpose, the point of the path, is to enjoy life right now. So there's a couple of key distinctions that will help you with developing no mind. Obviously, you want to go into each moment like you don't know anything. That doesn't mean you act stupid or dumb. You just allow life to unfold without preconceived ideas, without trying to get anything. Just being. Another key thing here is to practice being present. When you have no mind, when you're practicing knowing nothing, you will naturally become more present. You won't have ideas about something that's going to happen in the future or something that might happen or did happen in the past. You approach the moment fresh. And that's what will happen when you drop everything and you just have no mind. You'll literally become more present. The other thing, which is very key, which is something I'm becoming very, very big on, is living with uncertainty. When you start living with this no mind, there's a high degree of uncertainty. Because believe it or not, you cannot predict what's going to happen in the next moment. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or next week. The more we can tolerate this uncertainty, instead of getting anxious or worrying and trying to control outcomes, we begin to tolerate uncertainty. It's us not being able to tolerate uncertainty that stops us from being present. But the more you cultivate no mind, you start to be more present, you begin to be able to tolerate not knowing and uncertainty, and that is the only security. because that's the only thing that's true. We don't know what's going to happen. When you can get comfortable with that, you will become much more powerful, much more effective, because a lot of your preconceived fears, presumptions will fall away. Life will open up for you. The real intelligence, real creativity will open up. It's the mind that gets in our way. And no mind is what we need to let go of that. And there's a couple of attitudes, you could say, that I think are necessary to help us along here. The first one is openness. You have to be open, right? Like I said, in the moment with no mind, you don't know what's going to happen. That requires a lot of openness and vulnerability. A lot of people can't make themselves vulnerable. They're too afraid because of past trauma, because of past hurt. It's unbearable for them to not know what might happen next. This is why this path requires the third quality, courage. You need to have a lot of courage to be able to practice this no mind. Courage is necessary for you to live in the moment, to really not know what's going to happen next and be comfortable with that. And what's going to happen when you begin to cultivate openness, vulnerability and courage, you'll find your authentic self, the true self, which really is faith, trust, courage, all of this stuff. That's where you find out who you really are. And no mind, dropping everything in, is going to help you find that. And like I said, don't confuse this for stupidity or confusion. Like our society likes to paint the picture. If you don't know something, you're stupid. This is what we're conditioned to believe from the day that we're born. It's all wrong. The person who doesn't know anything is open to everything. That's true power. Not being restricted by beliefs and programs. Okay? It's a very, very powerful teaching. There's a book called Beginner's Mind, Zen Buddhism. I forget the author. The audio book is actually on YouTube, so you can find the audio book and just listen to that to help you understand this idea. I'm actually going to be filming a meditation as well. It's probably going to be the next video I do, the no mind meditation after this one. I've never really done a meditation, so it'll be my first one, but I think it's a great thing to meditate on. Get comfortable in that unknown space. The only place where you are safe and secure. The only true point of power. Okay? So look out for the meditation. Otherwise, that is everything I have to talk about in a video. If you did enjoy it, if you could please go ahead and give it a like, comment, share, subscribe. Really helps me out. Check out the book, link in the description if you haven't already. But until next time, remember to keep living free and being free. Peace.